Okay, so sorry, I've been kind of on and off lately. I made this daily routine for me because I haven't been very consistent, and I've been trying to stay consistent, and I've also been trying to make this schedule a couple days ago, and I finally made this schedule like today. I'll start using it, like I'll use the rest of the evening part of it today, and then also start up tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my first day of me like actually going through the full thing. Tomorrow I'll start up the whole thing. But so far, the reason why I have been trying to the reason why I've been wanting to make this list is because I've been kind of on and off, and I haven't been very consistent. And also, this will help free up a lot of time to work on the things I want to work on, and it'll help me be more like disciplined with my work schedule. And I've made it very, very simple to start off with because I want the barrier to entry very like easy. So I'm gonna add on to this over time, but for right now, it's very basic and simple. And I'm gonna walk through it here in just a second. But you can follow along. You can use this list to create your own list if you want. It like I'd recommend using this one though because it's very basic. It's like because the barrier to entry, what I've said, is you want it to be very simple for you to start the schedule, like the daily routine. And so if I started with making it like very long and complex, of course I'm not going to be able to accomplish everything in it. And later on, if I don't accomplish everything on it, like that will be fine as long as I accomplish as much as I can. But right now, I haven't had a schedule in so long that I want it to be very simple to where I can finish 90% of everything on it. Like at least like 90%. Like most of the time, I'm gonna be doing 100% on it. But it's just so I can get that that mindset, that kind of like loop, that like consistency loop in it. So like for example, I have a workout part in it, and it's only 5 push-ups. And so whenever I do 5 push-ups, it'll get my brain going, oh, okay, well, you did 5 push-ups today, you can do 5 push-ups tomorrow. And it'll make me feel very consistent because maybe if I do a full workout routine, right? And I try to start out with that full big thing, it's going to be very hard because some days I might not want to do it, and I'm not disciplined enough to get myself to do it. So I might kind of be lazy one day and kind of drop off of the routine, the daily routine, and it just it'll just kind of get my mindset to like not do it the next day, and I'm like, oh, I didn't do it that previous day, then I won't do it the next day, and I'll kind of drop off. I want to get that kind of loop going, not exactly like loop, but like kind of like subconsciously. I want my brain to just automatically go through like the list and go through this stuff just to free up time. So like if it goes through the workout, I do the 5 push-ups. I'm just routinely doing it, and it's just become a habit. I'm starting super basic so it can become a habit because I want like the barrier to entry. I want like the barrier to entry be very small. I want it to start small, and I want it just for consistency. Like the reason why I started small right now is the basic daily routine is set up for consistency. It's not set up to save time, which it will save a lot of time. But in the future, I'm gonna set up more for like to where when I get to the block, I can do so much more and do so much more in a day, which will save so much time in the long run. But for right now, it's not about doing a bunch in a day. It's about just getting it's for, what's the word? I probably used it already, but it's for like, just, it's so I can get in the habit. That's the word, the habit of doing these things and doing these blocks. And maybe like I start by doing 5 push-ups a day, and then a couple days from now I change it to 10 to 20, eventually I'm gonna have a full workout routine with it, and I'll have a daily workout routine. But that's not just with the workout. There's a lot of other stuff, and I'm gonna go through it here in just a second. Let me just see if there's anything else I need to talk about. I think that's it. I'm going to change this over time. This is definitely not what I'm going to start off with, but you can follow along. You can do these, you can create your own list, not identical to mine, because there's a lot of stuff that I also do that you probably won't do. Not really a lot, because the list is very short, but you can change it up, but keep like the main things in mind is that you want it super simple to where the barrier to entry is super easy, so you can stay and you can get the habit of that and you can get the consistency, because you want to look for the consistency right now, not getting a bunch done in a day. You're looking for the consistency, so later when you have a bigger schedule, you can get so much more in a day and be way more disciplined with it. But a good thing you can do is just follow. You can, as I go through them, you can just you can get like a pen, a notepad, and you can just, as I go through them, just write it down and kind of change it to how you want it. But I have daily goals, which is just like that day. There's no said time for it. It's just like, I want to get that done today, which eventually this is not even going to be a part of the daily routine. I'm going to have it like just a completely other list, which is just going to be like goals of the day, and it'll just have all of them just like set out, and then I can have like check boxes for them. And then eventually this is going to probably not be on one piece of paper. I'm probably going to change this somehow, but for right now I've just typed it out on like Google Docs. But yeah, I'm gonna go through it now. Sorry. First thing I have is the morning. So I separate it 3 times: morning, midday, evening. You can do that. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you can just kind of set it up as like what happens right after the other one. But in the morning, I'm going to jump out of bed and do 1 push-up. I don't have a set time for waking up, which I'll probably have a set time for a couple of days, just so my sleep schedule can get like, so what's it called? My circadian rhythm. I'm not sure what it's called. I think that's it. But just so I can adapt to the sleep times. But I'll talk about that when I get to that bedtime thing. But I'm gonna just first thing jump out of bed and do 1 push-up. Eventually, I'm gonna do like way more than 1. But I want the barrier to entry very simple, because the first thing you do when you wake up is your brain's gonna be like not in the mood to do anything. So if I do 1 push-up, I'll get in the habit of doing 1 push-up in the morning, change it to 2, to 3, to 5, to 10. Eventually, I'm going to be doing like 20 push-ups, 50 push-ups. I'm not sure, but I'll just keep scaling it over like different days. So when I feel like I've gotten the consistency of, okay, doing 1 push-up when I wake up, and this is first thing when I wake up. First thing when I wake up, I'm going to immediately just jump out of bed. I want to get out of my bed, because the longer I stay in my bed, the longer I'm going to be in my head, and the longer I'm in my head, and it's going to just spiral. I want to at least get out of my bed, so my brain's already like, oh, okay, we're moving. I don't have to do anything like tough, just 1 push-up to where my brain's like, okay, we're going to move, but it's not going to be that hard, because just doing 1 push-up will give my brain like a positive kind of feedback for jumping out of bed, like, oh, that wasn't that hard, and you did that, and that's all you did for waking up is just 1 push-up, so you get that positive. And eventually you build up that kind of routine in your head, and eventually doing like 50 push-ups in the morning, just like first thing when you wake up, won't even be that hard. But I'm not sure how long I will take to scale this up, but I'll try to scale it up as fast as I possibly can, but without like going too fast and then dropping off. I definitely want to stay like, my main focus, I definitely just want to like get that routine down. Second thing is, I have this first block. That's just the first thing I'm going to do when I wake up. Second block, which is also in the morning, I'm going to just kind of go and clean myself up. I've kind of made like a little basic thing, like brush my teeth, practice my posture, and wash my face, or shower. I did just slash shower. I kind of added just super basic things, but it's just kind of clean myself up. For like brushing my teeth, like I would add like it sounds like if you say I need to brush my teeth in the morning, I would also have to say like I need to get dressed in the morning, but I'm not really worried about like the getting dressed because I'm already going to get dressed when I wake up first thing, like especially if I take a shower. I don't have to do that. Pretty much this is just kind of for me because I haven't been very consistent with brushing my teeth, but I've been pretty consistent with getting dressed, and especially if I take like shower in the morning, I'm gonna definitely get dressed and I'm definitely gonna change. I might eventually add something like that, like have different like clothes, like setup clothes for when I go to sleep. So when I wake up, I have like certain clothes on, and then I want to change out of those. But I've been pretty good with changing out of my clothes that I was sleeping in. I definitely don't want to just wake up and then just still be in the same clothes that I woke up from, because I want to make myself like feel more fresh in the morning, just kind of wake myself up more. And if I'm still wearing the clothes that I woke up, that I went to bed in, then I'm gonna feel a lot more lazy, like just by doing that. I'll brush my teeth, practice posture. For practicing posture, pretty much all it is I'm just going to kind of, while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm just gonna kind of stand against a wall, kind of straighten up my posture, just so it kind of makes me feel more ready for the day. Plus, it also helps just get my posture good. And I'm gonna probably take a cold shower. I've heard a lot of people say like, say stuff like, whenever people are trying to make money, it's like, there's no money in the shower, and then you'll have the other people who are just like, wake up and get a cold shower every day and you'll eventually be rich. Like those, like there's just those two sides are just both like so far on to the end. Like, of course there's no money in the shower, but then also those other people are like, one cold shower day will make you rich. Like, no, it won't. But if you do take a cold shower every day, it's not going to immediately cause you to be rich, but it can help with not being rich, but it can help with like actually being more disciplined. Because if you take a cold shower in the day, one, you're not gonna wanna take a cold shower in the morning, and it disciplines you to do tough things in the morning. And two, it will also just wake you up. Like, you'll have so much more energy. Like, picture you wake up and you take a hot shower in the morning compared to taking a cold shower. If you take a hot shower, you're gonna feel way more just tired, and it's gonna be harder to just wake up and get into like, just get going in the day. And if you take a cold shower, like that just kind of boosts energy. So I'm probably going to be taking cold showers because it just helps. Not because, oh, if you take one cold shower a day, some guy says if you take one cold shower a day, you're going to become rich in the future. That's not exactly why I'll be taking cold showers. But also the other people who are like, of course there's no money in the shower. Of course there's not. Of course there's not any money in the shower. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't take cold showers in the morning. It can help with different things. But that's kind of my opinion on cold showers. The second thing is the midday. I just have 4 things. A lot of it's going to be just kind of like a lot of loose area, and I'm just gonna fill it in with whatever I'm doing. Eventually I'll add like specific blocks on that, but I just have like just this one section in the midday, and I'll be doing the midday like right after I get out of the shower. I'll probably immediately go do it. First thing is 30 seconds of meditation. So I kind of have this weird version of meditation. I think I've already talked about it in another video, but it's like, I call it like, I forgot what I call it, but I think panoramic meditation. I think I heard it was called that, but I've kind of heard the technique from other places, but it's where instead of meditating on like one object, I kind of broadly focus. Like I instead of like, like those people with the bell, and they're like, oh, you focus on the sound and it kind of gets you like mindfulness and stuff. This is more just like I'm gonna sit down for 30 seconds and I'm just gonna clear my mind of everything. I'm not going to try to focus on one thing. I'm just gonna broadly kind of just clear out all of my thoughts and just give me like 30 seconds of time to just kind of take in like the morning and just kind of really wake myself up and just like maybe I might not even do it like earlier in the morning. I might do it after I've already kind of been more awake. But just kind of like I'll just sit down, and it just helps cuz like I just broadly just kind of visualize not visualize. I just kind of I sit down and I just kind of I'm trying to think of a way to describe it, but it's less of I'm focusing on one thing. It's more like peripheral vision. That's what I kind of described it as last time. It's like peripheral vision. So like you have your main vision and you can see like what you're focusing on, but if you do this kind of meditation, the goal is to focus more or less on the thing that you're focusing on, but more on your peripheral vision, what you're just kind of broadly thinking. Like you might sit down and think like, oh, I need to go do this today, that today. This is more just like sit down and then you just think, just kind of like, oh, I'm sitting on the sofa, I'm looking around, the wall is white. You just kind of broadly, like you're just not even focused on anything. You're just kind of soaking in like what you're looking at, and you're just kind of being more in the present. That's probably the best way to describe it. You just for 30 seconds, I'm just gonna just be in the present, just kind of meditate and just sort of like panoramic meditation, just be more in the present, focus more on my peripheral vision than what I'm actually focusing on. Just kind of broadly kind of just focus on everything. It really helps if you actually do that with your eyes. Like if you look at something, instead of just focusing on it, you just kind of broadly, like with your peripheral vision, you just kind of focus on, you kind of point out in your head all the different other things in your peripheral vision. That really helps with it. The second thing is push-ups. So I've just put down 5 push-ups. I've already mentioned like I want to start small, and I'm gonna eventually scale it. Like I'll probably have a full workout routine, and I'll try to get that up as fast as I possibly can. But for now, I just want that just consistency, 5 push-ups a day, just so I'm just on that, and maybe like eventually like 10, 20. Eventually, it's my goal is a full workout routine and just kind of for like working out. Second thing is 1 hour of school. I'm gonna do 1 hour of school. It's more so it is for the consistency thing, but it's also so like I'll do 1 hour and I'll feel like I accomplished like all of the school I'm supposed to do that day, and it will help me do more school in a day. Because if I'm telling myself like, oh, I need to do all of this school and I have this long list, I'm going to be less like to want to go do it. My brain's going to be more just like, oh, I don't want to do that, and I might just kind of procrastinate on it. If I tell myself I only have 1 hour, when I do that 1 hour, I'll go and I'll do 1 hour school. When I'm done with it, I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm done with school. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll think in my head, I'll be like, okay, could I do possibly 20 more minutes? And I'll just try it. And then I'll try an hour more, and I'll just kind of add to it slowly, and I'll just be like, look, you've already done all you need to do today, so just maybe try 1 more hour. There's no pressure. It just kind of takes off the pressure for whenever I want to do a lot of school in a day. I could just only do 1 hour, and if I don't feel like doing more, I might just not do school that day. Maybe it's not like I'm kind of feeling lazy that day. Maybe it's just I need a break from school, and then maybe just 1 hour, and I just need to do that 1 hour, and then I feel like I've kind of accomplished what I was planning on doing that day with school. So then I have 1 hour of YouTube, and that's not posting YouTube. That's more just like thinking of ideas. It could be anything really, actually. It could be posting. It's like thinking of ideas. It's just kind of like editing videos, recording videos, trying to plan out what I want to have for the next couple of days. It'll help me be way more consistent with YouTube. If I do at least 1 hour of work on YouTube a day, then I'll probably get so much more done with YouTube. I already have like a little list over, just like over like back there on my wall, and I have 3 things with it. I've made it so easy to do YouTube now for me because I've kind of set up this whole board thing. But I have a little like a, what do you call it? I have like a just kind of like a board where I just stick sticky notes on it. An idea board, that's what it's called. So I have like an idea board, and I'll just kind of put sticky notes on it, think of ideas. I'll just kind of plan out my videos like that. Or not really planning out my videos. This is just give me ideas. If I just put a bunch of ideas every now and then, I'll think of an idea. I also have an idea journal for YouTube, so I'll carry that with me. It's a tiny little journal, and anytime I think of any idea, I'll go and I'll just write it down in the journal. And eventually I'll build up a bunch of ideas, so whenever I want to come up with like a video, I can just go look through all the ideas and I already have a bunch of good ideas. Then I have, for the YouTube thing, is I have a little schedule. As soon as I pick out an idea, okay, I go to my idea board or my idea journal. I like that idea. I want to use that for a video. I'll take it and then I'll put it on like a little schedule board. So then I'll write like a little title. It won't be like the final title that I'll use for the video. It'll just be kind of like a little title for it, just so I can remember what it is, what it's about. Just so it's easy to put up, and so I can just kind of see it. And then what I'll do is I have three check boxes on it, and the first one's titled script the video. So I'll have like a script for a video. I usually have scripts for my videos. I need to get better at writing the scripts, but I'm probably gonna have a script outline. I'm gonna try to come up with one, but I'll have like first checkbox, script the video. So I've got the idea of the video, and I've kind of given it a title, script the video, and the scripting includes the thumbnail and the title of the actual video, not like the title that I gave it. And then the second thing is record the video. I'm gonna record the video. The third thing is edit the video. So I have those 3 checkboxes. First checkbox, write script. Second, record. Third, edit. Then I have another one over here, and it's just publish video. And then I'll write down the date when I want to publish it. So when I come up with the date for it, then when I have all of that ready, I can just pin that up on a board, and I can have that on like a little schedule, and it can be like, okay, on this day, this video is already all set up, and it lets me know which videos are already set up, which ones are done, which ones I've already gotten ahead of and pre-recorded or pre-planned, and I could just have a bunch of videos just stored up. And then I also have like a little drawer, and in my drawer I have like I have the scripts, so I have the used scripts and the non-used scripts. I'll take, when I've published a video, when I've recorded the video and I've used all the script, or probably not when I record, when I edit the video and when I'm done using the script, I'll take it and I can just put it in a little storage container. And then I have like all of like the videos I've like all the scripts I've done and I've used, and then I'll have like a little container, and it has like, it's like a little file, and it has all the videos that I'm going to use, all the scripts that I'm going to use, just so I have a list of scripts. So whenever I go to my idea board and I'm like, okay, this video, I need to record this video because I haven't done that yet, I can go to my scripts and I can just look through it and get that thing done. So after YouTube, back on track, after YouTube I have evening, which is my downtime. And for the downtime, I put like 6:30, because what I put downtime for is because I want to just have a set time to where I'm just nothing too stimulating, so I can kind of get into rest mode, and it's so much easier to go to bed. So just kind of get away from screens as much as I can. Just kind of start relaxing more and try to take myself back into like, or take myself more to like a kind of restful mode. And then during downtime, I'll brush my teeth, wash my face, the same thing in the morning, just kind of clean myself up for bed, and then I'll go to bed at about 8:30 to 9. I want to go to bed more early because the more early I go to bed, which I was saying this over here, I don't have a certain time for me waking up because I want to wake up naturally. And the earlier I go to bed, which I might start off because I might not feel like going to bed at 8:30 or 9:30, so my brain might be off from that schedule. So I might feel more energetic and it might be hard for me to go to bed. So I might start waking up early in the morning just so it's easier to go to bed earlier. But when I go to bed early, I don't have to have a set like timer. I'll already wake up early enough. Even like, especially for like mornings where I need to wake up early, like I need to wake up at like 7 a.m. or something, which that's not too early, but like 6 a.m. or something like that. If I need to wake up early for that, I'll already be it's so much easier and I get so much more done in the morning because I'll have so much more energy in the morning if I just naturally wake up early. So I don't have to get myself woken up and my brain's not ready for the day. Because if I try to like have an alarm clock and I don't wake myself up, let myself wake up naturally, I'm gonna feel more tired and I'm gonna lose a lot more like energy and focus than I would if I naturally woke up. So if I go to bed earlier at like 8:30 or 9:30, I can wake up so much more early and get so much more done. So that's kind of why I have just the kind of like go to bed at 8:30 to 9:30. I'll probably have it more strict in the future, but that's pretty much it. That's my whole daily routine. Oh wait, I forgot. One last thing, sorry. My daily goals. For right now, I just have drink half a gallon. I'm not really sure how much water I should drink a day. I'll probably do more research on that and change that. But just for now, I'm gonna try to drink like a half a gallon a day because right now I'm probably not drinking. I'm probably not even drinking half a gallon a day, and I need to be drinking a lot more water. I'll add more to this, and what I've said is it'll be its own list. Like eventually it'll just be its own list and I don't have to worry about writing this down. But for right now, I just have the one thing and it's just drink half a gallon of water. Just so I can get more water because I think that will really help with my focus. But that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna check real quick if there's anything else I need to do. That's it. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I hope this schedule really helps, and you can use this if you want. You don't have to, but that's kind of what I'm planning on using. But yeah.